I went on vacation for 2 weeks. When I came back, my desk had been cleared out and no one would explain why. I noticed it the second I stepped off the elevator. The receptionist who always greeted me by name looked down at her computer and pretended to be busy. I walked toward my cubicle and passed 3 coworkers who suddenly needed to check their phones. When I reached my desk, it was empty. Not just clean. 6 years of personal items vanished like I'd never existed. I stood there confused, wondering if I was on the wrong floor. Then I saw my manager, Linda, walking quickly toward her office. Linda, what's going on? Where's my stuff? She didn't stop. Didn't even slow down. Can't talk right now. Check with HR. She closed her door. I'd worked with Linda for 4 years. We'd had lunch together last month. Now she couldn't even look at me. My stomach started churning. Something was very, very wrong. I walked to HR. The door was open, but when Monica saw me, her face changed. She stood up and closed the door before I could enter. Through the glass, I watched her pick up her phone, talk briefly, then wave me in. Please sit down. What's happening? Why is my desk cleared out? She folded her hands on the desk. There's been an allegation. An allegation of what? She hesitated. I can't discuss specifics while the investigation is ongoing. Investigation? Monica, I've been in Cancun for 2 weeks. My flight landed 4 hours ago. I came straight from the airport. Whatever happened, I wasn't even here. She looked uncomfortable. The allegation involves conduct that occurred before your vacation. We've been instructed to suspend your access pending review. I felt like I'd been punched. What conduct? What did someone say I did? I can't tell you that. Then how am I supposed to defend myself? You'll have an opportunity to respond once the investigation progresses. She slid a paper across the desk. Your building access has been revoked. Please surrender your badge. I drove home in a daze. I called my work friend Derek 6 times. No answer. I texted my team group chat. No replies. I emailed Linda directly asking for any information at all. Red receipt came back. No response. I was being frozen out completely, accused of something I didn't know, by someone I couldn't identify, and no one would tell me anything. I spent the next 3 days calling everyone I could think of. Former colleagues, people who'd left the company, anyone who might talk. Finally, a woman named Patricia who'd retired last year called me back. She'd heard through the grapevine. There's an email going around, she said. From who? Anonymous. It accuses you of harassment. Multiple incidents, very specific details. Who did I supposedly harass? A woman named Stephanie in accounting. I knew Stephanie. We'd worked on exactly one project together 8 months ago. We'd had maybe 5 conversations total, all in meetings, all professional. She'd seemed perfectly pleasant. I'd never been alone with her once. I hired a lawyer the next day. He demanded the company produce the complaint and any evidence. What came back was a 4-page document describing incidents that never happened, private meetings that never occurred, comments I never made, touching that never happened. The details were specific but completely fabricated. Dates, times, locations, all invented. My lawyer noticed something immediately. Several of the alleged incidents had specific timestamps. He had me pull my calendar, my badge-in records, my email logs. On 3 of the dates, Stephanie claimed I'd cornered her in the parking garage. I wasn't even in the building. One date, I was in Chicago for a conference with 50 witnesses. Another, I was working from home with VPN logs proving it. The third, I was in a hospital getting my appendix removed. The accusation was provably, documentably false. My lawyer presented the evidence to the company and demanded to know why no one had verified basic facts before destroying my reputation. The investigation pivoted. They started looking at Stephanie instead of me. What they found was ugly. Stephanie had applied for a promotion 3 months ago. The position went to me instead. She'd complained to HR that the process was unfair. When HR dismissed her complaint, she'd told a coworker she was going to make me pay for stealing her job. That coworker finally came forward when the investigation turned. Stephanie had spent weeks crafting the accusation, timing it perfectly for when I'd be out of the country and unable to defend myself immediately. She wanted maximum damage before anyone could verify anything. By the time I got back, she expected the rumors to be so embedded that the truth wouldn't matter. She almost succeeded. Stephanie was terminated and is facing a civil lawsuit for defamation, and I got a formal apology from the same HR department that wouldn't look me in the eye 3 weeks earlier.